Start.
Good morning, students. This is Humaira Kazim. You are better aware with me. I have taken your business economics in the first year, and in the second year, I have taken your monetary economics. This year, I am going to take your Indian economy. As you know well, that we are facing with the crisis of pandemic, and our college has taken the initiative of organizing the video lectures for the students, and this is the effort of the college, and I hope you will get the benefit of this effort of the college. So today we are going to start our syllabus. Our syllabus is comprised of the 4 units as usual, like the first year and the second year. The four units are there, and in all the 4 units the marks weightage are equal, that is 20, 20, 20 and 20. So the first unit is Indian economy and planning. Under this unit, you are going to have the 3 chapters. The first is that the basic of the economic planning, whereby you are going to see the characteristics of the economic planning. Similarly, the objectives of the Indian economic planning, the shortcomings and the achievements of the economic planning. Then the second chapter under the first unit is the regional development or regional planning, whereby we are going to see the regional development planning. And the third chapter under the first unit is Niti Aayog, whereby we are seeing the constituents of the Niti Aayog, similarly the functions of the Niti Aayog, objectives and the functions of the Niti Aayog. After that, you are having the second unit. The second unit is basically comprised of the Indian economy and the policy. Indian economy and policy. In this particular chapter, in this particular unit, you are going to see the chapters. The first one is their economic growth and economic development. Economic growth and economic development, their features. Similarly, the difference between the economic growth and economic development. After that, the second chapter over there is the characteristic of the underdeveloped economy or the developed economy. Similarly, developing economy. It means in the second chapter you are going to see the characteristic of the underdeveloped economy, developing economy and the developed economy. After that, you will have there the broad features of the Indian economy. That is the third chapter under the second unit, that is the broad features of the Indian economy. And then there is the next chapter under the second unit, that is basically the infrastructure and the transport, whereby you are going to see the roadways, railways and airways, waterways, and similarly and the third unit is basically related with the population and unemployment. Population and unemployment. In this unit, that is third unit, you are seeing the two chapters, that is the one is population and the other one is the unemployment. Population, under this particular chapter, we are going to see the India's population, size, components, similarly the characteristics of the India's population, the population explosion, the remedies to control the population, and simultaneously the population policy of India. Then after that there is another chapter, that is the unemployment. It means under the population and unemployment, this unit, you are having only two chapters. The first one over there is population and the next one is there unemployment. Under the unemployment we are going to see the unemployment, underemployment, similarly the problems. What are the causes of the unemployment in India? What are the measures which are taken to control the problem of unemployment? And at the same time, what are the harmful effects of population problem on the economy, similarly on the social aspects? After that, we are having the fourth unit. The unit 4 is comprised of the public finance. The unit 4 comprises of the public finance. In this particular chapter, in this particular unit, you are going to see the public expenditure, public revenue, public debts, and the India's fiscal deficit. As in the second year, you had studied all these aspects, that is the public expenditure, public revenue, similarly the public debts. But these aspects which you had studied in the second year were in general, where you had studied what is basically the public expenditure, public revenue and the public debts. Here in the fourth unit, that is public finance, we are going to see the public expenditure, public revenue, public debts and the public debts, all this from the India's point of view. And the fourth chapter is there, that is related with India's fiscal deficit. Okay, so this is your overall syllabus, whereby you are having the Indian economy and planning, the first unit. The second unit is Indian economy and the policy. The third unit is population and unemployment. And the fourth unit is the public finance. And as you know, the marks weightage is 20, 20 and 20 each. Now, if we talk about the paper pattern is similar just like the first year and the second year. The question number 1 is having the internal choice. There you are having the question number A and B, and in option of the A and B you are having the question number C. A and B both are of 8 marks each, and the C is of 16 marks. Okay, and the question number 2, now see, this question number 1 is from the first unit. It means what? The question number A and B both will be from the first unit itself, and the question number C will also be from the first unit. There is an internal choice. Either you have the option to attempt the A or B, A and B, or C. Now the question number 2. The question number 2 will be from the second unit. The same is the pattern, that is A, B or C. A is of 8 marks, B is of 8 marks, and C is of 16 marks. You have the option, that is you have to attend either A and B or C. And these question number 2 will be from the unit 2. Now we are talking about the question number 3. Question number 3, the same pattern we will follow. That is 8, 8 and 16. The question number C will be of 16 marks, just like the question number 1 and 2C, and this particular question will be from the 3rd unit. Then comes our question number 4. The question number 4 is of the same pattern, but the thing is that it will be from the 4th unit, that is public finance. A is of 8 marks,